begin to get result, people will gather. People will gather. In your training season, nobody is there with you. Nobody will be there to cheer you up. In your learning season, nobody will be there to cheer you up. In your study season, nobody will be there to cheer you up. In your prayer time, nobody will be there to cheer you up. No people there. The people are only ready for result. That was the Bible said the earth is waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God. When you begin to produce result, if you are on a mountain top, people will come. If you are in a hidden place, people will come. It takes light for your life to not be hidden. Light shine for your life has come. He said, a man that is lighted is like a city set up on a hill. So these are things that I'm just having that passion to it. A lot of people want to be clapped for when they are praying. No! Your steady time. You see, when you go to the school, when the first class student me mentioning, the time that he or she was learning, nobody is there to cheer him up. It was the cheer up comes when he or she emerges as the top student. So in your hard work, nobody is going to cheer you up. When you produce the result, bring the product out before they begin to clap for you. I see people clapping for you because you have prayerfully sought the Lord. You have prayerfully got the wisdom of God. You lack it, go for it through prayers. That is how you find it. You seek it through prayers, through fasting. You seek it through reading. You seek it through learning. You seek it through studying. How? Are you going to get knowledge? How are you going to get that knowledge? These are things that I'm very passionate. You see, if you don't pray, you can't know. The things of God are spiritual. It cannot be discerned through praise. As a person, prayer. Jesus was praying before his countenance was changed, and light came upon him. Prayer transforms your life. You see, the main goal of prayer is to transform you. The main goal of prayer, I've been telling people, a lot of people are bread and butter Christian. God give me this. The main goal of prayer, the major goal of prayer is to transform you. The major goal of prayer is to hear from God and for him to give you knowledge. That is the major goal of prayer. And through transformation, you are able to go and transform other people. It takes a transformed mind to transform other people. That I call that person transformers. There are 4 types of salvation. That we call complete, 4-dimensional. I would say 4-dimensional salvation. And a lot of people think salvation is being born again. It's part of it. Salvation is 4-dimensional. The first dimension of salvation is what we call the redemption. And the purpose of redemption is to, number 1, to have you access to God. It gives you access to God. 2, it connects you to God. Then 3, you begin to receive from God. So access, connectivity, and receiving. What redemption gives you. There are 3 major profits of redemption. When Jesus came, everything that Christ did by his love on the cross, everything he did, he came down, he was born by Virgin Mary, he was raised, he suffered, he died, he rose again, ascended, and sit on the right hand. That is what we call redemption. He had done everything that will make a believer reconnect a believer to God. That's why in the book of Revelation, he said, what is the lamb that was led to receive? By his blood, to redeem us by his blood unto our God, that we may reign on the earth. He will redeem us unto our God, out from every kindred, every nation, every tongue. We are redeemed, so we are now connected to God so that we will reign. So redemption gives you access to God. Redemption connects you to God. It is what we call redemption. And the final aspect of the profit of redemption is what we call, I'm talking about material measure, is connected. It is to receive. So you are now connected to the vine, you are now connected to God, you can receive from God. That is where redemption, that's I end. The next one that is the first dimensional salvation. The second dimensional salvation is what we call transfiguration or transformation. That one, it is the process where a man now, God is able to take the person and make him to become like him. That is what we call transformation. Transformation, definition of transformation, simply, you becoming like God, exactly like Jesus. Because that is, we have been created in the image of Christ. Image. That's why Jesus was sent to redeem us. So you are now like God. So that's what we call transformation or transfiguration. You may name it other name, but that is what is called transformation. And the purpose of transformation is to give you capacity. There are three major things that transformation gives. Everyone that is transformed can transform others. You have to be saved, redeemed, before you can be transformed. You have to be born again, have access to God before you can be transformed. You see, transformation, if somebody is transforming, that person you put in anywhere, he is able to transform other people. That's why we are called the Redeemer Ambassador. We are called Redeemer Ambassadors. We are to reconcile people to God. We are to connect people to God. But that is the end. Another aspect is transformation. Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That is the process what I'm teaching you now. You cannot know God until you are transformed. You cannot have the thought of God until you are transformed. Redemption connects you to God. You are now receiving from God. What the purpose of receiving is for you to become like God. That's why Jesus said, I am the vine, you are the branches. I can see the teaching I give for now, and I know that it's coming upon somebody. You need to sit diligently with the purpose of prayer and fasting before. So, capacity. When somebody is transformed, that person has capacity. You see, on your phone, have you been using your phone one day and you receive something onto your phone and the phone says you can't take it again because the capacity is full? That is how every human being or every divine being of God is. There are certain things, no, you can't believe it until you expand your capacity. And transformation expand your capacity. Your capacity level is what determines what God can give you. Because there are certain things, if God tells you, you can't believe it. But if you expand your capacity, you'll be able to receive it. So some of that transformation is what we call depth in God. Depth. Transformation is a foundation of a tree. A foundation of a very high story building. So these are things that you do. You see, capacity. Then the second one is it gives you stability, strength. When you are transforming, a person that is transformed have capacity. A person that is transformed have stability or strength. The purpose of capacity is to give you strength. So capacity gives you strength. Then strength gives the essence of that strength is to give you, to empower you to endure. No one become anything until. That's why the process of school is like that. It is knowledge that gives you that capacity. It is understanding that gives you that capacity. It is wisdom that gives you that capacity. So why do you have to seek diligently? Through prayers. You take prayer, seeking through prayer to have wisdom of God. I read it for you in Proverbs chapter 2. It said you have to lift up your voice for wisdom. You have to lift up your voice for understanding. Then you will lay hold on it. James chapter 1:5 said, if anyone lack wisdom, let him ask. Solomon lacked wisdom, he asked, and God gave him wisdom. The apostles have to pray. The apostles have to pray before they were empowered. Jesus himself had to pray before he was empowered to do the work of God. Jesus fasted. Why don't you want to fast? Jesus prayed. Why don't you want to pray? Jesus prayed all night. Every day moment of Jesus started with the prayer. There's no laziness in God. God is not lazy. So God will never bless a lazy person. So this